Hello everyone, welcome back to my lesson 4 of my cartoon workshop. Hopefully you've been practicing my techniques. Lesson 1 we were drawing characters, very basic circles with different mouth expressions, and then we moved on to drawing animals. Hopefully you've been practicing. We're now going back to our characters that we started with, and we're going to build on what we've already done. We're going to try and show characters through the ages, and we're going to change expression, putting eyebrows on. Okay, so thanks for watching. Hopefully Mrs. Stock, who I spoke to on video call last week, is quite impressed with what we're doing. She's our super art coordinator, and I'm trying to get up to her standards. So thanks for watching, and let's get started. Okay, just before we do start, one thing I would like to say is a big thank you to Brooke and her mum, who sent me their pictures of the animals that have been drawing following my workshop. So by the wonders of technology, I've got my phone here, and hopefully you can see this one here. These are the pictures that Brooke did, so really, really good. Well done, Brooke. And next to them, we'll have a look. There we go. Those are the pictures that Brooke's mum did. So a big thank you to Brooke and her mum for sharing their animal drawings. Okay, so hopefully you've got yourself a piece of paper and you've got yourself a pencil. As I said before, pens, crayons, anything is fine, but I'm going to use my pencil. So today, first thing to do, we are going to draw 4 circles, just like we did in the very first lesson. So 4 circles on our sheet of paper. Don't have to be perfect. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So there's our 4 circles, and if you remember, we did some basic dots in the middle for the eyes. So couple of dots, 2 dots here, and 2 dots on our circle here. Very quickly going to draw the ears in line with the eyes, if you remember. Quick draw of ears, little flick there just to give them a little bit of dimension. Our next one here, ears. Down at the bottom left, put our ears on. And finally, put our ears on here. So all of them in line with the eyes. And you should have your 4 faces. Okay, we're now going to put our noses in. So if you remember, we had different techniques for putting our noses. We're just going to have a little sort of button nose there. We're going to have a nose going the other direction here. We're going to have a round nose here. And then our last one here, we're just going to put like a U-shaped nose there. Okay, so we've got our noses in. Little bit of hair, if you remember. 1, 2, 3 flicks for the hair. So hopefully you're getting, and as you can see, I'm going a lot quicker today because I'm getting more confident with my drawings. So there we had our basic circles and faces. Now, what we're going to do first is put some eyebrows on. We haven't put any eyebrows as yet, so we're going to put the eyebrows on, and then we're going to add the mouth. And an eyebrow can make a whole different expression for our character. So let's put some eyebrows here. 1 line like that, 1 line like that. Immediately it gives a kind of puzzled look. Our next eyebrows, just semicircle eyebrows, like so. Our third one, we're going to draw a straight line straight across above the 2 eyes, and that makes our character suddenly look like he's possibly frowning or he's a little bit doubtful. And our last one, and this is a classic character, cartoon character eyebrows, lines like that suddenly make our character look quite angry. So 4 different eyebrows there. Now we can put the mouths in, and the mouths will then fit in with the character. This one is looking a little bit puzzled, so we're going to have a bit of a downward face on the mouth. This one is looking a little bit surprised. We're going to have an open mouth. Then we go to our frowning eyebrows. I'm just going to join the nose there, and I'm just going to put a very short line for his mouth there. And finally, our classic angry looking face, just going to do like a triangle, like that. And then put in 1, 2, 3. Put his teeth in. Okay, so there we have 4 different expressions just by adding eyebrows. Okay, second part of this lesson, got a new sheet of paper. Again, you should be getting a lot more confident now with your circles and your drawings. So we're going to go for 4 different types of age. So here's our circle 1, circle 2, circle 3, and circle 4. Now we're going to start in the top corner, and we're going to draw a baby. Now babies have big foreheads, so our eyes are going to go down near the bottom. Babies have tiny little noses and a tiny little mouth, and the ears are going to be very small, sticking out to the side. So there's our baby, and he's got a little curl of hair at the top. So all of a sudden we've got our baby. Moving across, our character is now going to get slightly older. So the eyes go into the middle, the ears in line with those eyes, a little bit bigger, because he's starting to grow up as our character. So we put our ears in. He's got a little bit of hair coming through, and a nose, and a smiley mouth. So there we are. There we've got our changing character. We've gone from a baby to a young boy. Now we're on to the teenage years. So if we look at our third picture, we're going to put our eyes. The ears now are getting slightly bigger because he's growing up, so the ears are sticking out a little bit. Slightly bigger ears as he grows. Now teenagers, as I know when my Chloe was growing up, teenagers can be a bit grumpy at times, so the eyebrows are going to come in, and this is where we put our eyebrows that we've just done on our first part of this lesson. So we put our eyebrows in. We're going to put the nose in, and a teenager's hair is beginning to grow. And we're doing a boy here. His hair is a little bit messy. There we are. And there's the face. So there we have a baby, a young boy, a teenage boy, and finally, to show the difference in ages, we've got Dad. So we put our eyes in. Again, dads can sometimes be a little bit grumpy, so we're going to put our eyebrows very close to the eyes there. His ears have grown, so he's got quite big ears, has Dad. We put the ears on slightly bigger again. And the nose has grown as well, so our nose is going to be quite a big nose. Remember, this is a cartoon character. A little bit grumpy, so just coming out of the side. His mouth is facing down like that. And he hasn't got much hair, so we're just going to put 3 little bits either side there, and a little wisp on top. So there we have our 4 cartoon characters, starting from a baby up to a young boy, into the teenage years, and then finally finishing with Dad. We can do the same again with a little girl. So finally 2 more circles, 1 and 2. And if you remember when we did our little girl, we put our eyes, we put our ears in line. If you can remember the hair, we join the hair to the middle there. I'm going to just put one pigtail on this side of her head. It comes down like that. There's her pigtail. We put a nose and a smiley face. So there's our young girl. Now we need to make her a little bit older. So our eyes, 2 dots, and we're going to give her some eyebrows. This will add a little bit to our character. We pop her ears in, and her ears in line, slightly bigger now because she's an older girl, more of a teenage girl. We're going to put the hair in, and we're just going to make it slightly different. Instead of going to the middle, we're going to come down like that, and then possibly her hair will come underneath in a little bit of a curl round like so, and at this side as well. So her hair has grown a little bit. We put her nose in and her mouth, and because she's got a little bit older, she's maybe trying a little bit of lipstick, so we put an M on top and we put a semicircle underneath. And there we've got our 2 different ages of girls. We've got a young girl and then a slightly older teenage girl. So just by learning different techniques, we can give our characters different expressions and draw them through the ages. Thank you for watching. Please send me your pictures and we'll look forward to sharing the next lesson with you. Stay safe, everyone.